Guys, welcome to a new video, and today I actually want to talk to you guys about what do you consider collectible video game wise, and also do you care if your game collection is worth something, like it's worth money or anything. um, so I want to talk about like a little bit about some of the collector's editions that I've seen come out over the years. And I don't know what it is, man, but it seems like back maybe in the fifth, sixth generation, a lot of the collector's editions back then were just, I feel like, really good. Maybe I'm just nostalgic because I was younger back then and I was just really happy to get something that was considered collectible. But today, man, I've seen stuff is considered collectible and it's like bare bones, like collector's editions of games that come with download vouchers and downloadable soundtracks and things like that. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, how is somebody going to pay a lot of money for this? And this is like a download code. You know, it's insane. Now, not all collectors editions are like that. You know, there's deluxe edition, limited editions, hell, even signature editions. You know, it's all kind of craziness out there. And I'm like, man, what the heck is going on? It just doesn't seem like a lot of effort really goes into making something really stand out and collectible. Um, it seems like a lot of companies go the cheapest route and they charge the most money. And, you know, I guess that's the way to get over, you know, make money by, you know, with a cheap product or whatever. But people are starting to realize that, man, this collector's edition is not worth getting, man. I mean, I just, not comparing it because I actually like this one, but there's a $200 Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite collector's edition. Actually cost around $200 when it first came out. And I guess whoever was going to buy it bought it back when the game came out. And I went to a local GameStop store and I saw that sucker for going for $50. And I was like, whoa, $50? Heck yeah, that's what's up. So I think I even had store credit and got it even cheaper than that. But I went ahead and purchased it for that price. And I looked at the contents in it and I was like, dude, man, like, this was $200. This is insane. And even some of the stuff in there wasn't even marketed properly. I mean, it was like false advertisement. What they showed you in the advertisement for it. I was like, what the heck? Like, I'll go over that in another video. I have a video actually coming out about that. But you know, it made me start thinking as I start seeing more at least collector's editions not selling in stores that they're cheaping them out and everything, and then usually get them for a discount, of course, and that makes some people happy. But it's like, wow, I just remember back in the day, like when a collector's edition for something came out, you know, it was like people were all on it, like the fans, it was worth it. It was, people were all on it. But nowadays, you see a lot of the stuff everywhere. Now, some collector's editions aren't like that. Of course, you guys heard me talk about Horizon Zero Dawn. That is probably one of the last collector's editions I got. No, actually, it wasn't. It was Ys 8 was the last collector's edition game I got. But those, to me, were totally worth it. I love those ones. Those were pretty awesome. But others, it just seems like, man, what is going on? And I'll show you guys some examples in the B-roll here. But I just want to know what you guys thought about it, and also about the collection and everything being worth money. So you guys have seen my collection of games and everything, and you know, yeah, it's worth money and everything. But do I really care about it being worth money? I would. This is a weird question, but I would say kind of yes and no, because I don't want to sell any of this stuff. You know, this is stuff I want to keep for myself. You know, I really adore most of it. You know, sometimes I go over some games and like, I probably won't play this anymore, and I might get rid of it, trade it later. But as far as, like, I would say, like, in the yes part, maybe down the line I might change my mind. Like, maybe I might want to sell this collection or something like that. You never know what comes up in life. And, you know, who knows? I might just lose interest in some of the stuff and just, you know, be happy to let it go. And then that's when you want it to be worth some money because you want it to be worth your time. Or if you find that certain person that, you know, you're like, hey, this person is a cool collector. He looks like he would take care of this stuff. You might just give it away to somebody, you know, in the future. You never know. I've seen that happen before where guys say, hey, man, I want him to have my collection. You know, he looks like he'll take care of it, you know. It's about giving it to the right people, too. So you don't want to just give up your collection to anybody. If you get up to a reseller, make sure it's somebody you know who's hella cool or whatnot. Yeah, I was just thinking about this. You know, I don't feel like this, of course. I mean, I enjoy all my games. You know, I enjoy the collection. I enjoyed everything I purchased over the years, and it's been awesome. But there is that thing where you might change your mind in the future about something, and you might be willing to let it go, and that's okay. One of the ways that I was able to build up my collection was that I was actually picking up games before like anybody was really caring about them. I won't go back as far as like how John did it. John did it back in the day when he was like in his teens. I didn't even know there was Goodwills until I was in the military. I was like, Goodwill store, what the hell is that? And there were games there. Come to find out and everything. But the reason why I was able to build so much was because like nobody cared about a lot of these games when I started collecting. Do you guys remember when there was a news report, and I talked about this in previous videos before. There was a news report about a certain game selling for $2,000 to $5,000, and that was stadium events, and it was in the news. So there was a big deal about that news, like video game like selling for that much money. Oh my God, let me look at my attic and find what I have. So that was back, I think, 2010, 2011, and then people started looking at their stuff, and then I won't say it became a trend as of yet, but it started to become more popular as people started looking at their old video games. I remember me and some friends, we used to go to stores like almost like multiple stores like almost every day because we were finding games on the cheap, and it was great. It became an addiction. We're like, man, get this game on the cheap, man. We'll play it later. I mean, when you look at it now, like, oh, this looks like something I played, and you get on the cheap, and you'll play it later or whatnot. But that's how we did it, and we did that for almost like 2 years straight, and it was insane. And it helped me build a lot of this collection that I have now. And of course, we were looking for the good deals and everything like that. Or something was expensive. We got it. But we didn't pay too much money for a lot of stuff at the time because I don't think anything was too expensive to where we were like, oh man, like, well, yeah, there was one item I forgot to tell you guys. Cove Flying Squadron was probably the most expensive game I bought back in 2011, and I actually talked the guy down from 200 to $100 for it, which blew me away because I didn't think he was going to go for it. But at the time when I bought the game, I was going to the store buying stuff and everything, and then I guess we kind of we got to build a little relationship and everything. And I was scared, man, because I thought, man, like for sure he was going to say no, but I was prepared for him to say no at the same time. But I still had a feeling that if this might work. And he said, yeah, no problem, man. He hooked it up, and I couldn't believe it. And that Cove Flying Squadron ended up being a thorn in my side because, as you know, the game pretty much raised in price. And hold on, there's a truck passing by. God, it's so loud, man. They just built like an industrial building across the street. All right. There you go. Gone. But the game started raising in price. And by the time I looked at it again, it was like $500. And I was like, oh my God, man. Like, I don't even want to touch the game because what if I damage it or something like that? So I ended up selling it to my buddy Casey. He wanted it. It was the last game he needed in his collection. And I hooked him up with it for a good deal. Now the game is even doubled again in price, tripled in price. It's going for people are asking $1,500 for it, and it's selling for that. So pretty insane. But that was one of the reasons I got rid of that game. I just don't like having anything like too collectible in my collection like that because you just get paranoid and annoyed. Like you don't want to touch it. Like next thing you know, I'm putting on like gloves and before I touch games and everything like that. I never will do that, but I actually felt like that with that game because I just didn't want to damage it. But anyways, guys, this is early in the video. Like I said, I just wanted to ask you guys those questions. How do you feel about your collection being worth money? And what do you think? Yeah, what do you think about what I was talking about earlier? Yeah, this was going to just be a simple video talking with you guys. I'm actually working on some more videos as we speak. So this was just going to be like a little simple video for you guys on Wednesday. But I'm not going to hold you guys too much longer. I'll be answering questions in the comment section, of course, so let me know what you guys think. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Radical Reggie, and I'll see you later.